This is Informed and Confused. I'm Alan.
And I'm Bobby.
And we're back with more RWBY. This time we got Volume 1, Chapters 11 and 12.
No, that was 9 and 10. This is 11 and 12.
That's what I said, 11 and 12.
11 and 12. We'll get there eventually.
Sorry, guys, the tech guy's a little off right now.
Listening to what you say.
Yeah, so last time Weiss had a training fight, and her and RWBY had some
And
deep
Weiss tried
conversation.
to poison Ruby's coffee. How do you take your coffee? Great. Arsenic?
You really just like have read some dark things in a Weiss's character so far.
Yeah.
My coffee tastes like almonds.
Yeah, see? Exactly.
She's, at this point, she's a cocaine addict. She's on some sort of medication, and she's poisoning her teammates. Quite possibly
yeah,
a poisoner.
Okay, so, and her dad not
He's a
only
drug cartel.
not only runs a cartel, but is technically the equivalence of like big oil at the same time.
I can't argue with the big oil thing, but
She fences with a magic powder revolver sword.
yeah.
Yeah, if the only thing missing is all of the filigree metal work, and then she's 100% cartel. Just saying.
I'm sure there's probably some people in this universe who,
You
who
guys
feel that way. But,
Watch, if she doesn't somehow have some crazy escapade with her dad's personal business, and oh wait, there's somebody attacking my dad or his company or the dust. You watch, border disputes, trade issues. People are going to be stealing his cargo the same way they steal drugs from the cartel. They're all going to get wrapped up in it. So far, I haven't seen any other storyline other than the fact that Weiss is a bitch. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
oh, no, this is a
You're
fucking
not wrong
adult
on
show.
any of those counts.
Yeah. If you're looking for family-friendly content, go the fuck somewhere else.
Hey. This isn't your dad's YouTube.
My
I think that was just called like television at the time.
yeah, TV and broadcast recording.
Like public access television.
We good?
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Alan disappeared again.
Hold on.
Do. Please stand
Good.
by for technical difficulties. Do.
Good. There we go. Hey.
So now we just need to start unplugging you,
Yeah, just need,
blowing into you like a Nintendo cartridge, and then just sticking you back in and hope for the best.
yeah, I just need to unplug the mic every 90 seconds or so.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
There
now
we
I
go.
get it to work.
It's all right to go off the grid every once in a while. It's good
Yeah.
for you. Healthy.
But, yeah. All right.
Dude, let's watch more RWBY.
Yeah. Let's.
This'll be the day we've waited for. This'll be the day we open up the door. Evolution. Hope you're ready for evolution. Welcome to a world of installation. Welcome to a
You know, is there a pecking order to the grid? Like
Like a hierarchy?
yeah, like does some listen to others.
There are some that are stronger than others. Like they have what are called. We'll talk about that.
Say it again. First rule of Fight Club is what? Say it.
First rule of Fight Club is don't get your ass kicked. He's clearly not following that rule.
This is the part where you lose.
over my dead.
Yep. Over your dead children.
Non-existent with the way that bit went.
That's enough. Students, as you can see, Mr. Ark's aura has now dropped into the red. In a tournament-style duel, this would indicate that John is no longer fit for battle and that the official may call the match. Mr. Ark, it's been weeks now. Please try to refer to your scroll during combat. Gauging your aura will help you to decide when it is appropriate to attack or when it is better to move to a more defensive strategy.
But he got hit so hard he lost his shield.
We wouldn't want you to be
The field
gobbled up by
position
a
wasn't very
Beowulf, now would we?
Speak for yourself.
Oh, so you're gonna
Remember,
date
everyone,
Weiss.
the Vital Festival is only a few months away. It won't be long before students from the other kingdoms start arriving in Vale, so keep practicing. Those who choose to compete in the combat tournament will be representing all of Vale.
So how many bitcoins does it cost me to get that cape?
Which cape? Glinda's cape?
Yeah.
So, there we were, in the middle of the
And we
night.
had to eat.
It was day.
We were surrounded by Ursai.
There were beowulfs.
Dozens of them!
2 of them.
But they were no match. And in the end, Ren and I took them down and made a boatload of Lien selling Ursa's skin rugs.
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
Jean, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Why?
It's just that you seem a little not okay.
Guys, I'm fine. Seriously. Look.
You're trying to eat your soup with a fork.
Jean, Carton has been picking on you since the first week of school.
Who? Carden Winchester? Ah,
Wait, are they
he just likes
openly
to mess
making fun of
around,
a bunny girl?
Practical jokes.
They are openly
bully.
picking on a bunny girl, yes.
Oh, please. Name one time he's bullied me. No, come on!
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Each of you will be assigned one rocket-propelled
He's a
locker
dick,
to
but that was a
store
good
your
move.
weapons and extra armor. Additionally, your locker can be sent to a custom
Okay, that's
location
what-
based on a 6-digit code.
Escape pod. 8675309.
I didn't land far from the school.
Jean, you know if you ever need help, you can just ask.
Oh! We'll break his legs!
I like her.
Guys,
That-
really,
that was the
it's
moment.
Fine.
That was the moment I
Besides,
fell
it's
in
not
love with
like he's
Nora
only
as a
jerk to
character.
me. He's a jerk to everyone.
Absolutely.
Ow, that hurts!
Isn't that sexual assault to rabbit
Please
girls?
stop.
That's
I told you it was
probably
real.
possibly sexual assault, is racist, just generally abusive, violent, illegal.
Atrocious.
I hope you wake up to
I
rabbit
can't
shit in your
stand
bed.
people like him.
He's not the only one. It must be hard to be a Faunus.
Oh, he's not holding his cup weird anymore. Okay. So. Why was it so short?
The episode, because the episodes are just that short. This is season
This
one.
is
This
literally
the
like,
thing.
okay.
That was what?
Enter classroom. Look around.
450.
Rabbit girl gets-
It's the episode length. 450 plus credits.
Which is why we're doing another episode on
Yeah.
top of this.
Okay.
Yeah. They're basically half an. A lot of these are basically half an episode, where they just released the first half of the episode one week and the second half of the episode the next week.
Okay.
Because of production schedules.
Right. Well,
But that's why these.
if you're by
they have the
yourself
same name.
doing this, it makes sense.
But to answer your original question, with the hierarchy thing,
Yeah.
there are what they call Alphagram, which are basically, you'd almost say evolved versions of the same species.
They're the really
They're
big
they're
ones.
bigger, more monstrous, more intelligent.
So they're
just
like dire
versions.
grim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do get that. But other than that, they are, and some of them will be like group animals, like pack animals. They will travel in groups.
Like the Beowulfs. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
sometimes. So, yeah.
The general
But-
rule is the bigger the grim, the more control it has over other grim.
Okay.
Or,
So
or,
there-
itself,
there is a
or
hierarchy.
intelligent. The bigger the grim usually means the older the grim, and the older the grim, the more intelligent it is. But yeah, but there is there's no like pecking order or hierarchy other than just pure raw power. I'm more powerful than you. Get the fuck out of my way.
So there's definitely.
But they don't have like a pack leader or anything like that.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
like that.
Okay.
It's- yeah. But. All right.
Thank you, Lindsay Tuggy, both for the voice of Ruby and for your last name. It's adorable.
Well, it's now Jones. She got married,
Oh,
so it's
Well, he messed up. He should have taken the last name Tuggy, because that's just horrible.
Yes, prior to the Faunus Rights Revolution, more popularly known as the Faunus War, humankind was quite adamant about centralizing Faunus population in menagerie. Now, while this must feel like ancient history to many of you, it is imperative to remember that these are relatively recent events. Why, the repercussions of the uprising can still be seen to this day. Now, have any among you been subjugated or discriminated because of your Faunus heritage? Dreadful, simply dreadful. Remember, students, it is precisely this kind of ignorance that breeds violence. I mean, just look at what happened to the White Fang. Now, which one of you young scholars can tell me what many theorists believe to be the turning point in the third year of the war? Yes.
The battle at Fort Castle?
Precisely. And who can tell me the advantage the Faunus had over General Lagoon's forces?
Hey!
Mr. Ark, finally contributing to class. This is excellent, excellent. What is the answer?
The answer... The advantage, the Faunus had over that guy's stuff. Binoculars.
Better vision.
Very funny, Mr. Ark. Cotton, perhaps you would care to share your thoughts on the subject.
Well, I know it's a lot easier to train an animal than a soldier.
You're not the most open-minded of individuals, are you, Carton?
What? You got a problem?
No, I have the answer. It's night vision. Many Faunus are known to have nearly perfect sight in the dark.
General Lagoon was inexperienced and made the mistake of trying to ambush the Faunus in their sleep. His massive army was outmatched, and the general was captured. Perhaps if he'd paid attention in class, he wouldn't have been remembered as such a failure.
Mr. Winchester, please take your seat.
Mr. Winchester, she's right.
You and Mr. Ark could both see me after class for additional readings.
Oh.
Never-ending shot glass of tequila and espresso?
You go on ahead. I'll wait for Jean.
You two have been struggling in my class since day one. Now, I don't know if it's a lack of interest or just your stubborn nature, but whatever it is, it stops now. You forethought
It
to
is
gain
very
entrance
questionable
to the
what's in
school,
that
and
coffee
we only
mug.
accept the best
I'm
of the best.
confused
So,
about the thermos
I
in the
expect
background.
you to act like it.
Its artwork is different
History
than all
is
the other
important,
stuff on
gentlemen.
the desk.
If you can't learn from it, you're destined to repeat it. Pages 51 to 91. I want an essay on my desk by next class. Now, run along.
Ow!
You need a boot to the head.
Ah.
You know, I really will break his legs.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Here, come with me.
Oh. See, look. The guy on her collar is carrying something on top of his head.
Pyrrha, I know I'm going through a hard time right now, but I'm not that depressed.
See, oh,
I can
no,
always be
never
a
mind.
farmer or
Now he's all
something.
chill, trying to play
No!
cool. Oh, there it is.
That's not why I brought you up here. Jean, I know you're having a difficult
He's
time in
underneath.
class, and that you're still not the strongest of fighters, so I want to help you.
What?
We can train up here after class where no one can bother us.
You think I need help?
No, that's not what I meant.
But you just said it.
Jean, everybody needs a little push from time to time. It doesn't make you any different from the rest of us. You made it to Beacon.
You just
That
mentioned
speaks
that guy
volumes of
thing,
what
and
you're
now I can't
capable
unsee
of.
it.
You're wrong.
You're welcome.
I don't belong here.
That's a terrible
They
thing
all
to
come
say.
from
Of course
Bunny
you
Island.
do.
No, I don't. I wasn't really accepted into Beacon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't go to combat school, I didn't pass any tests, I didn't earn my spot at this academy. I lied. I got my hands on some fake transcripts, and I lied.
What? But why?
Because this is what I've always wanted to be. My father, my grandfather, and his father before him were all warriors. They were all heroes. I wanted to be one too. I was just never good enough.
Then let me help you.
I don't want help. I don't want to be the damsel in distress. I want to be the hero.
John,
I'm tired of being the lovable idiot stuck in the tree while his friends fight for their lives. Don't you understand? If I can't do this on my own, then what good am I?
Somebody has to catch bullets.
Just leave me alone, okay?
if that's what you think is best.
Oh, Jean.
Creepy dude.
Carton!
I couldn't help but overhear you two from my dorm room. So, you snuck into Beacon, huh? I gotta say, Jean, I never expected you to be such a rebel.
Please, Carton, please don't tell anyone.
Jean, come on. I'd never ratted a friend like that.
A friend?
Of course. We're friends now, Johnny boy.
Taking off the edge with you.
And the way I see it, as long as you're there for me when I need you, we'll be friends for a long time. That being said, I really don't have time to do those extra readings Dr. Ublek gave us today. Think you could take care of that for me, buddy? That's what I thought. Don't worry, Jean. Your secret's safe with me.
So fast.
Yeah.
There's
I do go by.
So.
Much like Ublek.
Okay, so within the last 2 episodes, I don't feel that there was necessarily enough content for me to really change my personal points of view on the character development thus far. Except that guy. I want to be that guy.
Ublek, yeah.
Ublek? His name is Ublek?
Ublek, the teacher.
Let's see.
Bartholomew Ublek.
Ooh, let's see. Is he based off of Flubber?
No, Bill, do you know this one? Because I've heard the name of what he's based on, but it's not something I'm actually familiar with.
What's the name of it?
Oh God, it's something Ublek or something like that. It's God, it's just I'm not.
I mean, is he?
I'd have to actually look it up.
Cornstarch, food coloring, and water.
Hold on, let me look this up real quick. But no, but what do you think while I'm doing this? What do you think about John? We find out John's.
So.
what you learned about John.
Yeah.
So I think
Johnny
that
boy cheated his way in.
I think that John doesn't realize that he tried to cheat, but he's so bad at everything that it's kind of like, at this point, I don't believe that he effectively lied.
Oh.
Like I think he lied,
Of
and
course,
and
it's
the,
a Dr. Seuss story.
Yep.
Bartholomew and the Oobleck.
Yeah, Bartholomew and the Ublek. Yeah, it's a Dr. Seuss thing.
oh, so this guy's racist. No, just kidding, just kidding. No politics in RWBY.
Oobleck is also the name of an inexpensive white non-Newtonian fluid made from cornstarch.
Oh,
and
that
water.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I guess it's Bartholomew and the Ublek follows the adventures of a young boy named Bartholomew Cubbins, who must rescue his kingdom from a sticky green substance called Ublek. It's the sequel to a
He's
sequel.
always drinking something. Got it.
So.
It's probably highly caffeinated and mildly alcoholic.
All right. Before that, we go back to the other episode. We got some stuff here. We got we saw aura meters for the first time, where they had the green red bars.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for their power level to hit over 5,000. They're still young.
It's not over 5,000.
Not yet.
It's over 9,000.
No, not yet. Still season 1. Especially Joan. He's
Sean.
John, whatever. He's kind of.
Well,
he strikes me as like a Yamcha. He's never really gonna be able to keep up with everybody.
Yeah.
But everybody needs a mascot.
Oh. Well, yeah, because he's starting from scratch. He hasn't gone to combat school or anything. Which explains why he doesn't know,
But he was holding himself off of
anything when he comes in.
He was holding off pretty well against the redhead. What's his name? The dude with the big mace.
Oh, Carton. Yeah.
He was holding off pretty well in their first combat sequence.
I mean, he openly got his
I'm not
butt
saying
kicked,
that he
but-
was winning.
No,
but,
I mean,
but
he
wasn't being murdered for somebody who's never done that.
I mean, Carton was literally about to like crush his head in if Goodwitch hadn't stopped him. But I mean, he was putting up a fight though.
Aura.
Yeah, he never got
health. It was Aura.
Aura.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm
But yeah,
over
no, I mean, Jean is not a coward. He's willing to go into a fight, and he's willing to fight. We saw that during the Deathstalker fight.
Right.
He got right in there, and he tried his best, and he's just not that good of a hand-to-hand fighter because he hasn't had the proper training or the education. And did my mic just go out again? Okay, I'm good. Yeah, no, but so that is a thing. They can monitor their auras and their team's auras on their scrolls. That's something that they can. Aura is something tangible you can measure, and like she mentioned, tournament rules. When they do tournaments, and there is a tournament arc here, we'll eventually get to. That's one of the ways you get knocked out is your aura gets to a certain level. Because if it goes all the way down, you get what's called an aura break. Your aura never goes completely away because it's literally your soul. But when it gets beaten down enough, the tangible like barrier that's produced by it will break. You'll lose the energy will go down to the point where you can no longer manifest it into a defensive shield anymore. At which point you're just a regular human meat shield like people in the real world.
I'm gonna punch you so hard you become normal and die.
Yeah, At that point, all these hits they can take, from these powerful weapons and everything. No. At that point, you just break and die like a regular person. Once your aura's down all the way. Ublik also gave us a little bit of a history lesson. He talked about the Faunu War.
Yep.
Which was basically a combination civil rights movement uprising type thing that happened. I don't know if they ever give the exact date. It's less than 80 years ago. I know that. Probably like something like 50 years ago. So that before those kids were born, but when they're old enough, the adults will be old enough to maybe remember it, kind of thing.
There are still grown-ups alive
who remember it. Yeah,
Got you.
who
Okay,
were
so
part
it's
of
not
it.
that far off.
Because you get the animal people, obviously the faunus, who we've kind of seen a little bit. We saw the protest thing on the TV.
Yeah.
And the White Fang, which is kind of the radical, I guess you'd call them, protest group, advocacy group, or
they're faunus radicals.
Radicals, yeah, who believe in using violence to get what they want. But which he kind of references there when he talks about the White Fang. Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that they were pulling on our ears.
Yeah,
I would have assumed that
racist douchebags.
I would have assumed that was like the equivalent of like sexual assault.
It probably is.
It probably is. I mean, they shouldn't be getting away with it, but it's
High school rules. Kids are horrible, always.
Yeah. So
True.
it's you see what he does to Jean, but and we also got our first location name outside of Vale. He referred to Menagerie. That after I believe he said after the Great War, which was 80 years ago, humans were content to centralize faunus population on the island of Menagerie. So they were basically kind of, you get this island over here, you can go over there and just faunus will live over on that island. You can all just kind of live over there.
So like concentration.
Mind you, there's not nearly enough room for all of you because we're trying to put an entire species onto an island, which probably the size of Australia.
Oh.
By just shoving all of their criminals over there and saying, "Good, you're on that island. Now we can forget about you."
Except for instead of just criminals, it's an entire bloody species they're trying to put on that island. And if you saw where he pointed on the map, You remember the map? There's kind of there's the big continent over here, the big continent over there, and there's that fish island.
Yeah.
That fish island is Menagerie. That's
Okay.
the Faunus Island.
Faunus Island.
Yeah.
The island
Faunus
of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah. There are faunus, obviously, that live all over the world, but that's the kind of the faunus only place. Yeah, the homeland, so to speak. Homeland, reservation, depending on what
Zoo.
kind of words or interpretation you want to use of it. That's a very debatable thing.
Is a little more accurate than homeland.
Yeah. And they we'll get more into that as the show goes on. But we had that. We had faunus. We talked about John. They mentioned the Vital Festival. Glinda mentioned that the Vital Festival was coming up, and students from the other schools would be arriving.
Mm-hmm.
The Vital Festival is basically their version of the Olympics.
That makes sense. Vital Festival.
Yeah,
They're
where
vitals.
basically
They fight.
it's the
Tri-Wizard tournament.
Yeah.
the students from
Inter-school competition.
Gotcha.
yeah
If
between
you're not-
huntsmen
if
cadets.
you aren't an
yeah.
athlete, at least be an athletic
Yeah.
supporter.
So, in addition to just like in the whole like lead up to it, the months leading up to it, there's basically like a fair and stuff, and there's a dance she mentioned, and then there's obviously the combat tournament, and the students from the other schools all come over there. I think for like the last half of the school year and actually attend school at Beacon, so that they're all in one location for the tournament.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, eventually we will see some students from the other schools.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I believe it was. The one other one. Carton, his illusion. This is one where the two characters are actually related in terms of their illusions. His name is Carton Winchester. I don't know how much you know about Joan of Arc's history. Cardinal Winchester was the person responsible for burning Joan of Arc at the stake.
Oh.
So his bully is the person who killed his character illusion. So that is
That's ominous.
So that is one case of that character. The relationship there between those characters is antagonistic in the same way that their inspirations were.
Push him off a building, a tall one.
Yeah. I figure it comes down to either A, he's worried about getting caught because if somebody saw him or whatever, and also if Carton has his aura up, the fall may not necessarily kill him.
And then he'd be back for vengeance.
He would know exactly what happened, and he'd be just going running into Glitwitch saying, not only did he lie his way into the school, but he tried to kill me. So that and John is just, I mean, and that's sort of a situation where, he just realized somebody who hates him found out all about that, is threatening to use it against him, and is now blackmailing him. That's a lot to take on at once. Or to
Blackmail
try
is
to
a
think
reason
through.
to have your legs broken.
Yeah. Then he needs to get Nora Apira to just break them legs.
Yep.
Nora and her leg breaking. But God, I love Nora. Nora just gets better and better as a character the more it goes on.
I'm excited.
They all do. They all eventually, By the time we get to where we are in the story with me and Bill, where we're caught up, and you go back, like I go back watching this, some of it's almost amazing to think that they're the same person because they've changed so much as people. Yeah.
I do appreciate good character development.
Oh yeah. No, but yeah, I think that's it. Yep, we talked about that. We talked about that. Unless you had anything else, any other questions, thoughts?
No, not yet. I just want more RWBY.
Yeah, and we will.
Don't
we will
we
get
all?
it. Yeah, no, we have for Volume 1 we have one more two-parter, 13, 14, and then 15 and 16 are both full for RWBY episodes.
Ooh, so 18 minutes an episode?
Not quite. That's about where they're at right now in Volume 8. Is there about 8? Yeah, more like 12. But
all right.
yeah, so we are getting there. And then I know you are looking forward to the soundtrack.
Oh, so
I don't know
much.
if we've actually said that on camera or not, but we will be doing, after we finish Volume 1, we will be doing the soundtrack reaction.
Oh, look out for a
with
music
Bobby.
video.
Bobby's been looking forward to that since we started this.
Yep, I've got my
So.
sequence outfit picked out. I've got a greased up pole that we can install in the studio. It's gonna be great.
All right. Well, if you are enjoying what we've been doing, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at InfoConfused.
tweeting in the
Our podcast stuff can also be found on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Spotify. We have been Informed and Confused. I'm Alan.
And I am Bobby.
See you later.